Hello everyone, this is Sambhu from Cloud Tech. Hope you guys are doing well. I am also doing well. Today we'll talk about AWS EBS, stand for Elastic Block Storage. And in this today's session, what we are going to explore, like what is the EBS and why we need this EBS basically. And if we use this EBS, what could be the pricing and then root, what could be the root volume and what type of EBS we have and how we can create EBS from AWS console. And if you would like to attach that EBS to a particular EC2 instance, how we can attach. And if you detach the EBS, how we can detach also, I will show you. And EBS, what could be the alternative solution in AWS for the EBS and to cost optimization basically. And then at the end of this session, I will show you like how we can take the backup of the particular EBS as a snapshot. Okay. So let's guys move on to the topic one by one. So let's understand like what is the elastic block storage. So basically, if I give you an example, right? So suppose you have a one computer or one PC, right? And in that, like suppose you have 1 TB of storage, right? And now you are keep on saving data on that particular system, right? And in some time it will be like out of space, right? And when it will become out of space, right, you will not able to save any data to the particular system, right? For that, what we can do, like we can purchase our external hard disks, right? And if you attach that external hard disk to your particular machine, then you are good to save your data, right? Again, so like this, if you think like EBS also is a similar kind of mechanism, but this EBS basically it's not used for your personal computer or laptop, but or machine, but it can be used only in the AWS EC2 instance. Okay, so it will be used only in that EC2 instance, like attaching and detaching like as a volume to a particular instance. Okay, whatever we can do in the external hard disk side, same thing we can do in our EBS also. Okay, and what could be the root volume? So root volume basically it's a like kind of primary volume, and whenever we are launching EC2 instance, right? So without any root volume, right, or without any volume, right, I mean to say EBS, the instance we can't launch basically. By default, it will be attached one root volume. So here, interesting thing is root volume whenever we are attaching, right, or if you would like to detach, right. So in that case, when instance is running, right, you cannot do that attaching and detaching as a root volume, right. If you would like to attach as a root volume, then first you have to stop the EC2 instance, then only you can able to do that. Okay. And now pricing, right? Pricing in the sense like in AWS, right? As we know in the cloud, how we are using, right? As you go for like which all service you are using, that you have to pay, right? So it's pricing like is like pay as you go. Okay. So, but here disadvantage thing is like suppose whenever we are creating that volume, right? That time we have to specify it, like how much GB you would like to create that EBS, right? So think you have created the EBS like 500 GB, okay, and now you are at a time you can't fill that 500 GB, right? Maybe it will take some more time to fill all the data, right? Or maybe that 500 GB to utilize, it will take some time, right? But on the day one, whenever we are creating, right, you have to specify it, right? And you have to pay for that, right? So, but if you are using S3, right, alternate thing, if I talk about, right, what could be the alternate? If I talk about S3, right? Then S3, like we are good, like whenever it's a kind of dynamically it will be grow, right? So it's not like that predefined, you have to specify the size, right? And you have to pay, right? So this maybe we can think about as an alternative of the EBS. And one more interesting thing like shared EBS, right? So EBS shared in the sense like suppose you have created an EBS and that particular EBS you already attached one particular EC2 instance. Now you would like to attach that same EBS to another EC2 instance. So that uh, for EBS is not possible. So you cannot share the same EBS volume to different two instance. Okay. So that's the one problem. So what could be the shareable thing then? Then if you would like to share, right, then we can use the EFS, elastic file storage. Right? So maybe in my subsequent video, I will talk about more about this EFS also. Okay, guys. And one more thing, keep in mind, suppose you are launching the EC2 instance in that there could be different region, right? So let me go to that AWS console so that it will be clear more. So let me show you one thing, one more interesting point. Suppose I have already two instances here. It is running, okay, and both the instance I have launched in the Virginia region, that availability zone 1B, and this is also 1B, okay. Now, suppose when you are creating that EBS, right? Suppose you created EBS in different availability zone, right? Then you cannot attach. If you would like to attach any EBS, then both the EC2 and the EBS both should be in the same availability zone. Then only you can able to attach to that particular EC2 instance. So I will show you that also. So let's go to volume. Okay. So here we have two. One is the app, first one in the API second, right? So let me give the name. By default, it is created, right? So if you not yet watched my previous video, how to launch EC2 instance and how we can create the S3, all these things, right? I have already demonstrated in my previous session. So I will give those links to this video description, guys, so you can take a look. Okay. Just to give the name so that it will be easy to understand. Now these two already attached, right? Let me create one volume. Okay. So I was telling like a different kind of type, right? Volume type. There are different type actually. See the SSD GB. Whenever you are creating by default, it will be GB2, okay, and then SSD GB3, and there should be HDD and different kind of, right. So what basically this type, based on this type, and that IO operation will be changed, and then this thoughtful, right? Thoughtful in the sense like over the network, right? How the speed, like how much speed per second you would like to get, right? Based on your requirement, we have to think about that. So suppose if you change these to suppose HDD, right? Then this all these things got changed. Now thoughtful also it came. Then IOPS is not applicable in that case, okay? And if you change these to suppose some other, let me show you that. Suppose if you select SD3, okay? So let me select this. Now this also accordingly it will get changed. So like this we can see. So let me create default one. So GB2, okay. Now this is the availability zone is the 1A, right? But our instance is launches in that what you called that 1B, right? So let me show you that. So I will create two EBS. One is the 1A and one is the 1B, okay. Let's see. If you want to encrypt, then if you have the KMS, right? Maybe in my subsequent video, I will talk about this encryption part, like when I cover the KMS part. Okay. So let's create this. Tag is optional. I will not give anything here. Let's create some name here. Now this one I have created 1B, right? Let me create 1B. This time I will select 1B. Okay. Because our instance is in 1B, right? So this one only we can attach, but what we created 1B, right? That we can't attach because our instance in the 1B availability, right? So let's go to this one. Keep all this as it is. I will not change here. Can give some name also here. Something, any name you can give. So how we can create the EBS, we created, right? If you want, we can, if you want to encrypt, right, we can select that encryption. Maybe in my subsequent video, I will talk about that encryption part. Okay, once I will cover the KMS. Okay, now this particular EBS, it is there, which region? Let me show you that. It is in 1B, right? So let's try to attach this EBS. If you click on action, right, here it is in creating, right? Since it is in creating state, right? That's why we are not able to attach also. Now it is available, right? So now select this. Attach. If you select here attach, like we can attach, right? So let's attach here. See, I have two instances running, right? Same, which one you want to attach, you can attach. Suppose I attach here, right? So let me show you that. Cannot attach multiple instances we talk about, right? So let's try again, attach in that one. Same instance, try to attach in different EBS. So see, the attach option is still gone, right? We cannot attach the same EC2 instance, same EBS in this different multiple EC2 instance, right? But if you select other one, let me show you. Now this is we launch in that one here, right? But this one we can attach, option will come, but no EC2 instance will come. Why? Because our EC2 instance is in different region. You can see, right? So we cannot attach this one. Why? Because this whatever volume we created, right? This it's present in different availability zone, and our EC2 instance is different availability zone. That's why we are not able to attach. But if you create the EC2 instance in that one availability zone, right? Then you will able to see here. Okay, guys. So this, I hope it is clear. Single one we cannot attach to multiple, that I covered. Different availability zone we cannot attach. And now what is the next? Like how we can take the snapshot, right? If you go to our snapshot tab, here nothing is there, right? Maybe in my subsequent video I'll talk about DLM, data lifecycle management. Okay, so that time I will show you this how we can take the backup snapshot. But today's session I will show you like manually how we can take the snapshot. Maybe in my subsequent video by Lambda, and then by using DLM, how you can take the backup, that I will show you. Okay, so let's click here, and if you that snapshot option is there, right? So if you click here, and if you want to the description, if you want, you can give the tag, then create. Now if you go to our snapshot section, now our snapshot is created. If you want, you can give the name also, something like that. So like this, we can create snapshot, and if you want to delete particular, or if you want to detach, right? Suppose this one you want to detach, right? So let me show you that. Here detach option will come, or for forcefully. If suppose sometime this option will not come, then this forcefully option we can choose. Okay. So if you detach, right, now we can able to attach to this different other IEC2 instance. Let me show you that also. It's used. It will be come up sometime. Now it is available. So now select here, attach. Now we can assign this to API server if you want. So hope this is helpful to you guys. And if you want, like if you want to delete, right, then delete option also here, same option. These are the option we can do. Yeah, but if any instance, like any, what I can say, any volume it's attached to a particular instance, right, then you cannot delete actually directly. First you have to detach. So let's detach. Why to forcefully? Just a minute. Now it is in available. Now go to here. Now detach this volume. Forcefully, why it is coming? Maybe in between, it is in progress, right? If it is in progress to attach or detach, then that forcefully option will. Now, if you want to delete it, now select this one and delete this volume. Like this, we can. Sorry. Forcefully. This is the confirmation of the detach. Okay. And if you want to delete, like this, we can delete also, which are, and one more good point is like when we are launching EC2 instance, right? That time this root volume is attached, right, by default. But if you delete the EC2 instance, there is an option we can select like you want to delete that while you are terminating the EC2 instance, right? You would like to delete that volume also. So I have selected already. So if you terminate this EC2 instance, right? Let me show you that instance state. Then one volume will be deleted automatically if you terminate, right? One root volume will delete automatically. Let me show you that. Go to here. Server we have terminated, right? So app server volume, root volume will be gone here. Refresh. Still it is in terminating state. Done, right? Termination is done, right? So now go to yes. Yes. Now this volume is gone, right? Automatically it will delete. So if you not yet watched my previous video, how we can launch the EC2 instance, please guys have a look at. I will give those link to this video description and hope this session will helpful you guys. And what could be the next? So the demo part is done. Uh, Okay, I think we have done. So guys, if this video is helpful to you guys, then please subscribe my channel and like and share with your friend to support this my channel. And we'll see you guys in my next video. Thanks. Bye.